No, 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 no. Yeah, no. Just gonna. All right. Good evening, everybody. This is RES2484 here, and yeah, it's been a minute since I've actually have streamed anything. I've been really busy with this move and everything. This is the first official stream coming from my new house, and I thought it'd be since I finally had me some time after a good grief, almost a month of moving. Finally got some time to myself to actually do some live streaming for once. So I know it's a little bit late on a Monday night, but I figured, what the hell? There's always time for trucking. So, let's see what we're gonna do here. Okay, so a couple things, as you can see. Huh. How the hell do we get away in Oregon? Okay. I could have sworn I selected Montrose. Is that where we are? I selected what? Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever. I don't know. This thing is tripping out. Alright, let's see here. Something, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of reworks to California. So kind of want to travel through California. Oh well, that looks like fun. It's like 689 miles. It doesn't look too bad. Alright, so as you can see, we're back in my International Lone Star. I thought I might as well go ahead and change trucks. I still have the Cascadia, but I decided to put that in the garage for a little while. I don't know, I just wanted to drive something different. So, me being pressing random buttons. Okay. So we're going to be taking some home accessories, about 40,595 pounds, from Ben to Bakersfield. The hell is this? Oh, it's all the way in the back here. Alright. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let us get out of here. So, yeah, well, we got a few stuff to talk about this session. So, I think one of the biggest things I kind of want to talk about right now is the Russian-Ukrainian crisis that's going on right now. Russia's stupid idea to actually invade that country for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, pretty much Putin's saying that it's for like self-defense purposes or something like that. But I think I think we all know. I think everybody knows that's a load of lies. I just think Putin wants Ukrainian back in Russian control, and I think the whole situation is really unnecessary. That Ukraine does not pose a threat to them. I mean, it's Russia, for crying out loud. I mean, they're a very large country. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's all about all of the Russian people, because it's their corrupt dictator leader that is really kind of making all the decisions and stuff about this. So it's not the people I'm mad at. I mean, it's just I think it's absolutely ridiculous that this guy just seems to think he can just do whatever the fuck he wants, and the world is not going to take notice. It's pretty sad when you're like, they're putting all these sanctions and stuff against you now. They're pulling Russian products off shelves. You're damaging your own economy for what? For what? For personal gain? For what is it? Because all you're gonna do is you're gonna harm hundreds of thousands of lives. For what? For more land, more power? To demilitarize a neighboring country? What for? I mean, the whole action is so unnecessary. We've already had so much we had to deal with the past few years, with COVID, and now this? I mean, like, come on. Someone needs to slap some sense in Putin. I don't know, guys. If you ask me, I was like, I don't know. If I was in Russia, I probably would try to get the hell out of there. Just get my visa and my papers and get the hell out of that country. I'm not going to be a part of some dictator's plan for, world domination or something like that. It's something like you hear in the movies. Like, the whole thing itself just really makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I hope that the president of Ukraine and their country, I hope they make it. Because a lot of countries are sending their support, and so I'm really hoping that that they do end up on top of this, and Putin will have a ceasefire and retreat, and he's gonna have to stand firm for his crimes, because the rest of the world's gonna be going after him for causing such a ruckus, In that country that's like right above Ukraine, that Belarus, or I don't know what, I never even heard of that country before. I mean, I don't know what that used to be, but good Lord, what is going on with this world lately? I don't know. If you ask me, Putin has a lot of explaining to do. I'm not suggesting people go try to assassinate him or, do something crazy like that. That's really not going to solve anything, Like, I was like, yeah, that's probably will, bring probably a little satisfaction to people. But let's be honest, assassinations and stuff really just don't work. I mean, this Putin guy is apparently an idiot. He does not, realize the, catastrophic consequences that's going to happen, because the ruble, which is, I think that's Russian currency, I think, has already declined in value 30% because of all the sanctions against Russia. I was like, you see that it's harming your economy. Your country is going to be broke without supplies. You're going to have your citizens are going to starve to death, and for what? And for what gain? For what? This is all for you? I mean, yeah, I'm sure all the most of Russia is pissed off, but a lot of them know that they really can't do anything, because they know that they're gonna, there are gonna be consequences, that they might disappear, or, Putin's gonna do something to them, so I know it's a scary thought. I mean, hell, yeah. I would not blame anyone for trying to flee that country. I'd get the hell out. I'd get the hell out of there too, if it was me. I say to hell with this country. Because let's be honest, every country has their flaws, and Russia seems to be that. A lot of them are known to be, big time liars, and they just like to cover everything up, say no, that just doesn't exist. We never said that. Well, we all really know the truth here, So, for all you Russians out there, I really don't necessarily mean to sound rude, but it's the truth, though. I mean, it's not right what Putin's doing. So, with all that aside, that's pretty much all I'm really going to say about it. I'm like, yeah, all of it in a nutshell, yeah, Putin is very wrong for doing that to Ukraine, causing all those casualties and stuff. It's wrong. So, last thing I'm going to say is Putin's just going to have his day in court. I think very, very well. So moving on to some more positive things. I know we've gotten some more screenshots and stuff of the Texas and Montana DLCs. Now in Texas, yeah, one of the many truths about that is that, yeah, we do have really huge travel centers, and some of the biggest travel centers is by a company called Buc-ee's. Now, if anybody is not from, travel through Texas or anywhere that Buc-ee's is around, it is a huge, travel stop. I mean, they have pretty much everything under the sun that you need. Like, they even make their own, these delicious roasted nuts, which smell like very cinnamony and buttery and stuff. Just, it's good. Great. Inspection station. Wonderful. Oh, they actually have opens and closed signs. Isn't that nice? So yeah, very excited to see a lot of the new screenshots and stuff from the Texas DLC. I'll be kind of interested to see on how they actually kind of map out like stuff around like Houston and San Antonio and Dallas-Fort Worth and stuff like that. Places where I've actually have grown up and I actually know those areas very well. I'm very anxious to see how they do that. So. Still no word on when actually it's going to be released, though. I'm hoping it's going to be sometime this summer. So, I guess we'll see, won't we? Now, like I said in the title, I just moved into my new house. Yeah, I moved in on February 7th. So I signed the lease on the 1st of February and, paid paid lots of money. I moved into this house on the 7th. And we just literally had gotten everything out except for some like lawn furniture and stuff like that. So it's still at the other place, but yeah, I'm mostly moved out, so. Well, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, moving really sucks. I mean, you think it'd be a lot easier, if he was like, well, you can go through all your stuff, and it's like, well, the first move isn't bad because you don't really necessarily have a whole lot of stuff. It's like, I remember that first move into my little studio apartment, and really wasn't bad. Like, I just didn't really have a whole lot of stuff. I mean, that apartment had actually one of those Murphy beds that kind of folded up into the wall, and so I didn't really have to worry too much about a bed, but I did like have or a dresser or anything like that because it built-in drawers, shelves and stuff. So I don't really necessarily need all that crap. So that move was pretty easy. But when I started getting furniture in my next place, yeah, well, that one was a little bit complicated because that one, yeah, I ended up actually sharing it with one of my friends, which I really don't necessarily talk to him much anymore. I mean, it's personal reasons. I'm not going to get into it, but Yeah, not a very good roommate. But, and of course, that's all the past. I really don't like to dwell on that stuff. So, yeah, so that's all stuck in the past. But anyway, that particular move, yeah, I was able to take what I could in a moving truck, but I had to leave a lot of stuff behind because I just didn't have any help. You know, my roommate just abandoned me, so he already found another place. It was like, see ya. I'm like, yeah, gee, great, thanks. Right. So, anyway, but there was that, and then I stayed in a couple of one of those extended stay motels, and then I had moved into an apartment with my mother, which that apartment was okay, but we lived there for like a year and a half, and yeah, things were not great in that area of town. And of course, you know, in Houston, there really is no zones or anything. What the hell's going on here? Oh, another inspect. The hell is this? Oh, yes. That'd be kind of cool if we could actually drive in that thing. I guess it won't fit. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about this. Yeah, they did. They instilled these agricultural inspection stations in California. I think that they also have these when you're coming in and out of Mexico, I think. Now, I know there's like the, you know, Mexican-U.S. border, of course, but I think it also has some sort of agricultural checkpoint there, too. So they're not bringing any foreign products into the country. So, interesting. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yes. Well, my move, that first apartment I had here in Houston, that one actually was fairly easy because I was getting stuff out of storage and kind of had to make a few trips there, and then my mother had to bring her stuff in from where she was living, and then, you know, that was okay. And then that next one we moved to that second apartment, actually we, you know, we're pretty efficient on that one because we wanted to get the hell out of there because, I don't know, that was, you know, that neighborhood was okay in that first place, but it just kind of went downhill over the last year and a half, so we decided, because there's a lot of, you know, break-ins, and like we were towards the back of the property, towards the front, they had a bunch of drug bins and stuff, and cars kept getting broken into, so yeah, it was not really necessarily a nice area of town anymore, so we moved on to another part of Houston, which was way better. Which we stayed there for 5 years, and we actually rode out Hurricane Harvey in that apartment. So luckily we never flooded, so we really lucked out. You know, God was definitely on our side, of course. So, which is awesome, and so. Yeah, this is a pretty drive, isn't it? These trees and stuff. Alright. Getting heavily distracted here. Jeez. There we go. Yeah. Nothing to see here. Just was testing brakes. No, anyway, so yeah, that second apartment we stayed there for about 5 years, and then after that, what kind of a vehicle is that thing? Oh, that looks like a Range Rover. Yeah, I bet you that's what that thing is. Oh well. I do have traffic violations turned off, but I kind of like to play it as they're turned on. So yeah, my complete outlaw here. But yeah, that second place was home for quite some time, and then in 2019, you know, we decided that we were just really sick of apartments. So my mother found this really great townhouse in the Woodlands, which is way north of Houston, about 30 miles north of Houston, and it was a great townhouse. It was in a very wooded neighborhood. That neighborhood was mostly built in the 1980s, so yeah, it's older homes. So it's a little 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It was pretty nice. I was like, so we lived there for about, you know, from 2019 up until this year, which we decided that we had to move because the current owners of the townhouse we were leasing, they wanted to sell it, but of course they didn't live there, and of course they lived all the way in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so we had to, so they wanted to sell it. Me or my mother, neither was in no place to buy it, so we had to move out, but which was a bummer. But so we found this house, which is like literally just like a mile down the road from where our old place is, and it's a larger house. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it's pretty cool. And the inside of it kind of feels like it's really New Orleans-like to me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Wow, look at these mountains. This is pretty here, isn't it? I remember this road being so windy. See, that's why I'm kind of going to California, you know, these next few streams, just kind of see what changes they've done. And I know I'm eventually going to have to get back to Euro Truck at some point. Still have to continue with the Iberia DLC or whatever, but I don't know. Oh, this is pretty, isn't it? Let's see if I can turn cruise control back on. See if you guys get a good view of that lake. Well, sorry about that. Try not to. Yeah, well. Okay, so we're in Redding now. Yeah, that was pretty. Redding city limit. Yeah, they have really definitely spruced this up. This looks a lot brighter and sharper and more realistic looking. I like that they've actually changed up the intersections, because a lot of the intersections I saw were generic and a lot of them didn't make much sense. Like, I know because of the distance scaling that there's only certain stuff they can do to kind of make it make sense, but still you're like kind of wondering why some of these acceleration lanes were so, you know, short, you know, like that's like, yeah, a lot of stuff is really not that realistic. In real life that would not work, so I'm hoping that they would come back and address that. Looks like they have done a lot of changes to California so far, so, you know, so far so good, I'd say. It's always to come back here and check and see what stuff they've done to it, so but anyway, loving the house. Yeah, it's been I tell you what, it's been a roller coaster though. I will not lie to you, because this house was built in 1983, so this house is 39 years old, and it has issues. It's got some electrical problems. Let's see, for starters, well, the entryway light and then the porch light was installed wrong, because the current owners of this house, let's just say that they were do-it-yourselfers. And yeah, they did a lot of stuff themselves, trying to save some money, but it's what we call in the South is known as jerry-rigging, which means you kind of do it yourself, and you're not really an expert at it. You just kind of, you know, kind of wing it until something works. So, okay, way station. All right. So, yeah, it looks like this way station's new too. It's either that or I never really stopped here. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But yeah, of course. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, they don't necessarily work because the fixture on the entryway. You know, if you ever go to like cafeterias like Luby's with the kind of that dome-shaped thing on the ceiling that has like has multiple light sockets in it. Well, it's sort of like that. I mean, it's a 6 light bulb fixture, but only one of the light bulb sockets works. So, at first you thought, oh, this was burnout bulbs, something like that. Well, that's an easy fix. No, none of the other sockets work. So, it's wired wrong. And the porch light kind of has a mind of its own, I have to say. Because when you turn it on, it's a 2 light bulb fixture, only one light bulb works. If you try to switch out the light bulb, it sputters on for a little bit, and then you try to put the cover back on, and that light goes out. So only one bulb works, and then sometimes the fixture would just all go completely off for no reason, and then it just would come back on, constantly. So yeah. So yeah, it's a mystery. Okay, what else? Well, it is a 2-car garage. It has 2 garage doors. The one on the right side it's an old Sears garage door opener, which I think was original with the house. And yeah, that thing is really old, and they don't make openers for them anymore. So, and the opener does not work. Well, the remote to it does not work anymore. So, yeah. So, yeah. So my mother uses that side because she claims she's not really that good at parking in garages. So I thought it'd be the easiest place for her to park, but yeah. Anyway, she has to open my side, go in there, open the door, pull her car in, and then close both sides. So yeah, that's a fun experience. But anyway, okay, let's see what else. Well, the master bedroom had no ceiling fan in it, so we had to buy a ceiling fan for it. My backyard light is one of those security lights that, is motion activated, but someone put the wrong bulbs in it and it was not working correctly, so I had to buy some new bright LED light bulbs to go out there. And then we also had an issue with these teenagers. We think that they're teenagers because somebody's breaking into our backyard, and they're not really damaging our property. It's like the first time around they had just a bunch of junk and stuff everywhere, and then the second time was just literally, I think, a night or 2 ago, and I have absolutely no idea why they would do something like that. But the gate was open again. I even had a lock on it too. So that gate is really not in the best shape. So I'm gonna eventually have to get that fence replaced. But it's been pissing me off because I don't like whoever it is. I mean, I just want them to stop. I don't want to press any charges, but I'm like, at the same time, you're trespassing. You're violating my privacy. So y'all need to cut the crap. If any of y'all use YouTube and you know who you are, please stop. But I highly doubt that they were actually watching my videos. I'm like, I'm just joking about that. But who knows? Who knows what you'll find on YouTube? But anyway, so it's just frustrating now. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, some of the outlets were installed wrong. Yeah, there's about 7 of them downstairs. You know how the prongs go? Because you have the 2 prongs on the top and the circular one on the bottom, right? Well, a lot of them in this house were installed upside down, where that grounder thing was on the top, and the 2 prongs were on the bottom, which is wrong. And then some outlets, like in the master bathroom, if you plug something in and try to use it, it immediately flips the GCI on the what do they call it, GFIs, whatever it is. So yeah, so those are really not usable. So we had to fix that. And then I just found out today that they left a TV upstairs in our upstairs den, because we have 2 living areas. And well, I noticed it's a very old TV, so I can see why that they left it, because it's one of those TVs where it doesn't have built-in speakers. You have to have external speakers for it, and it's the old school type. You know, the ones with the wires. You kind of have to flip up these things. You have to jab the copper wire in there, and you just have to close that flap. It's that old. It's like one of the first generation of those flat screen TVs. So who knows how long it's been in this house. But anyway, so yeah, we just bought another TV for that, so it should be here not too long. So yeah, a lot of quirks. But yeah, so the bathroom upstairs does not have a doesn't have one of those man, the word escapes me. You know, those fan things. Oh God, what is wrong with my mind tonight? I really have not been feeling well the past couple of days. I don't know why, where my mind's at. Okay, it'll come back to me. It's like, you know, one of those vent things, those vent fan things you see in bathrooms. It doesn't have one upstairs. I swear I'm gonna think of that word once I get off stream. It's gonna make me so mad. But don't worry about it, folks. I'll think about it sooner or later. But wow, this has been really pretty. I've been really been digging this drive. No idea what these other trucks are doing. Just kind of, yeah, we're just kind of cruising along. Again, y'all kind of caught up with what I've been doing lately. I know this moving just really sucks. I just like 0 time. Shh. Well, that explains a lot. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to go another way then. Not a problem at all. It's a good thing. It's a good thing it's a good thing I looked up. I'm like, oh. So I had no idea what that little Prius was doing. So, yeah, I'd say that's about it. Oh yeah, well the thing is, when with my refrigerator, which was working fine in my other place, I don't know, I guess some sediment or something got into it when we installed it here in this house, and then now my ice maker and my water thing does not really work very well. I mean, the ice maker still works, it makes smaller ice, and it just takes forever now. And it was already slow, so yeah, that sucks. let's see, what else? Do have a double oven. I mean, it's older model. And the top oven works okay. My mother says it's not really all that accurate. It doesn't really, you know. Oh no, it's not as good an oven as we had in other place, but she said the bottom oven actually works pretty well. So I'm thinking whoever used to own this house, I guess really didn't use the bottom oven that much. So, so the bottom oven works absolutely fine. So, yeah, we just cooked in a pizza in it tonight. Yeah, it works pretty damn well. I really love that oven. So, a bit on the small side though. For a double oven, it's not really, they're not really that big, but it's nice to have two though. That'll come very handy in the holidays. So, let me see, what else? I'd say that's about pretty much it. I know I did, about a month ago, I did a stream where I was going to talk about what I was going to be doing this year as far as live streaming is concerned. I mean, I'd like to do more live streams, but, you know, yeah, it's not really necessarily working out too well this year. But the year is still young, and so I'm determined to make more live streams, you know, do more things, and, you know, that type of thing. Well, another somewhat, you know, some actual good news, actually. Well, you're just gonna have to wait on me too. I'm sorry, but okay. So, some good news though is my internet is way faster in this house than the other one, so that's pretty cool. I know when we moved in here, unfortunately, it was not hooked up to any Xfinity service. I think they had AT&T, you know, so, or maybe the previous tenant didn't have cable. I don't necessarily know what's going on there, but really couldn't tell you. But yeah, it's so great to have a house now. I mean, there's a lot more room. I mean, I love this place. It's gonna take a lot to get used to, but I think it's gonna make us a very happy home. So, but yeah, that's about it. And it looks like COVID is starting to die down here, which is very good. I don't know about any other parts of the country, but or the rest of the world, or wherever you're at. Whoa, okay. And we're in Stockton. Did it say bankrupt? Did that say bankrupt? Clearly I misread that. Maybe it's my selective side. I'm calling it selective slide now because it's like, I see one thing, I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is that? Oh, that's what that means. Oh. Wow, that's very narrow for a highway entrance. Good lord. Let's see, got 226 miles to go. I think we have enough fuel. I'm not really sure. Is that a new dealership? Oh, it's Western Star. Nice. Oh, I love Western Star. That's it. Oh, go. go. Yeah, nobody was going, so I'm like, I'm just gonna floor it. It's like, geez, that's a lot of traffic. Well, we're just gonna cut in front of them then. I guess this is a road that I've not been on, either that or it's just one of the roads that they redid. I'm not really sure. Right. Now what I need is some wireless, a wireless headset is what I need next. So if I can get everything wireless, then I don't have to worry about cords and stuff, because the only cord I really have to worry about is my mouse and keyboard and my headset with the microphone that I use. Eventually, everything I'm going to have is going to be wireless at some point. That's just a lot easier to deal with. So, yeah. So for the rest of this year, I mean, I really don't necessarily have any intentions. Oh, hello. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So, I really don't have any other intentions of really playing any other games this year. I mean, I just kind of focus on the ones I really do know. I mean, if something really kind of strikes my fancy, then, you know, I might test it out on stream. But I know kind of the latest game that's out right now is called Elden Ring, which is a Dark Souls-like game, which I don't know. I'm not necessarily into playing it myself, but I don't know. It's fun to watch, though. I don't know if anybody's played that or not, but anywho, yeah, it's gonna be mostly American Truck Sim. I'll do Euro Truck every now and then, you know, that's just gonna be more of a casual thing. I'm not really in a huge rush to get through it again, so I guess whenever I feel like it, I will play some Euro Truck maybe, like once I'm finally able to get all this movie and stuff done. And I'm doing good. How are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm doing okay. I've been moving. But I think this is not a multiplayer one. I'm not sure if I have the convoy thing up or not. Hold on just a second. Yeah, what is your name? Ricard? Yeah, I don't necessarily think I have that stuff set up yet, or not. Yeah, I do not know where that stuff is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look in that. I'm probably gonna have to, sometime later, I will do, like, one of those, convoys. Yeah, because I don't think I have a convoy set up yet, because it's, but, I think for right now, I think I'm just going to do kind of like a single-player type thing, and then I think some streams I will have, I can do convoys where you can join in if you want to, so I'm only going to be doing this one trip tonight, but, In future streams, though, that I will definitely be doing convoys, and any of y'all can join if you want to. I don't think I'm really going to do it tonight. So. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing some convoys, of course. Yeah, I've just got a little bit of time here just to, do this one trip, and then I got to finish up my laundry and be ready to go back to work tomorrow. So, I'd like to do more, but just not able to at this point. So, anyway, we will get there, though. I'll definitely be doing convoys, because convoys, I know when we first did that, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, I'd love for y'all to join. I don't think I just really have a lot of time in mind, so I think that's going to have to be put off for another stream, but that's definitely in the books, though, so. It's like, good lord. I mean, I thought this was definitely going to be an easier year, which, I mean, it has in many ways so far, but, I mean, it's had a lot of challenges, like, like moving, and now we're just in this huge, Russian, Ukrainian crisis, and do you have Team Reforma? No. I really don't know what that is. Yeah, because I know when I tried the convoy thing the first time, I know that we were like listening to this conversation. I don't know, it was like maybe like a 10-year-old, 9 or 10-year-old kid or something like that. That was just, was playing the game, which is fun. And then there's this other guy, which apparently you can tell that he was, was about our age or probably older, but. Yeah, he was just kind of acting really immature. It was very, I don't know. At first it was cute and all that, but after a while they just got really annoying, and I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna have to cut them off or something. Oh, it's a, is it a map mod? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, I really am not really into map mods. I just drive the. I really don't necessarily know what that is. I don't know what's that a map of anyway. Okay, kind of looks like that we're almost here. So this has been a pretty successful run. We have not run into anything or damaged any cargo or cut too many people off. But yeah, thanks for joining me this evening. I know it's just such late notice. I mean, sooner or later I'm gonna have premieres and stuff like that. I'll figure all that other YouTube stuff out. Oh, extreme roads, really? I might have to look into that, because I'm always looking for challenges and stuff. Because don't get me wrong, there's some of these roads that are, questionable, like I know up in the Swiss Alps, you know, they can be really steep. But, yeah, that sounds kind of cool. I might have to look into that whenever I get, you know, a chance, because my schedule's really tight at work. I really don't have a whole lot of time, just mainly on Sundays and Mondays. But if I can come across that, I might check it out. Oh, it is? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of those mods, is those things really are not, you know, they're not really updated that frequently, and I really don't know. But I might look it up and see what it's about anyway. In Agent M, that's really disappointing. I really don't want Montana to come out first. I was really anticipating Texas, but, you know, that does make sense, though, because Texas is a very big state, and so, oh, well, okay, well, I'm probably not gonna, yeah, well, if you could, like, send me a link or something to it, if you can, in chat, I might, off-stream kind of look at it and see what it's like, because I really don't want to put anything on here that's really gonna, you know, damage my save game or anything like that. So I'll have to run some checks on it and stuff before if I stream it or not. So I think they're also doing an upgrade now where they have some like hidden roads or something, but which I had no clue about. I didn't know they had hidden roads, so I don't know where the hell they are. But yes, I have all the DLCs. Yeah, I do. Every single one of them. Well, the map DLCs, if that's what you're asking. All the map DLCs. I don't have every single DLC, like skin packs and stuff like that. There's quite a few of them I don't have. I just have the Forces of Nature pack, I think. Because, well, it's not on this track, but oh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to trust those outside sources. You don't really necessarily know. I mean, I just kind of wait and see what SES says about it. I mean, either way, I'm gonna play Montana and Texas, of course, on stream and stuff, of course. But I'm really wanting Texas to come out. So Montana, I'd say that's more of a bonus to me. It's another state. I really don't know much about it, so it'd be kind of fun to kind of see what it's like, you know, and check it out. So. Yeah, and Ricard, if you don't mind, you can probably if you don't have time in the chat, then you can also just in the comment just send me a link to that whatever that is that you tell me about. I've already forgotten about it. But no, just send me a link to it, and I'll check it out and see. I would also have to see that if I download it, if it's compatible or not, because a lot of those things that I've tried have corrupted my game. So I have to be really careful on not to do that with this game. So I have to test it out first. But oh crap! I hate doing this. Hold on a second. What are we doing? Okay, alright. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna be stopping here in a minute. This is kind of a short stream to kind of, let you guys know that I'm still around. I'm just kind of, still getting settled into my house. But, yeah, Ricard, just send me that link if you're still there. And, either in the comments or in the chat, it really doesn't matter. Probably do both, because I'll, probably forget about it. But, yeah, and I'll check that out and see. I'm just gonna see how stable it is. So more or less, I really don't do map mods, but I can probably do it on a different profile, and we can check it out at some point. I'm not really too sure. I'll just have to look at it. Now, I'm gonna have to get used to backing with this thing again, because the turning radius on these Lone Stars are not as great as the Cascadias are. As you can kind of see, this one's kind of... Also kind of depends on the... yeah, this thing does not want to turn. Oh, God. Come on, really? Team Reforma, it's a Mexico map. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, who? I think there's another YouTuber that actually has already done that one, I think. I can't think of his name now. Because he's like, almost on every night he's doing a live stream with American Truck Sim or Euro Truck or something like that. I think he mentioned Team Reforma, I think. Yeah, I know that sounds familiar. Oh, come on. We got this. That is just the problem with this truck, is that it's kind of... It's, maneuverability is, yeah. Okay, you know what, that works. Okay, alright. So, alright. Done. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can search this real quick. Said Team Reforma. Let's see. Okay. Team Reforma. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see it now. All right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to test that out at a later date. Probably not gonna do that right now. Uh, where is? Hold on a second. I've lost everything. My bad. Uh, that is not it. What is wrong with me? All right, there it is. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I looked at their website. I'm just gonna have to kind of look at that and see, and probably test that off screen. And yeah, we probably play around with that for a little while since we're kind of waiting for DLCs and stuff. I'll have to kind of test things out probably on a different profile just to be safe. So, but I think that's really gonna do it for today's stream, folks. Yeah. So, yeah, I know there's not a lot of time today, but hopefully next weekend I'll be doing a lot more live streaming, and I'll look more into that. Maybe we can do some extreme trucking. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. So, but those of you that joined me on stream this evening, I really do appreciate you for all of y'all for stopping by tonight, and on such short notice. And I will be seeing y'all in the next stream. So, happy trucking, everyone, and let's pray for Ukraine.